The introduction of the Elder Scrolls V Skyrim has become iconic.
Hey, you're finally awake.
Its unskippable, seemingly tedious, horse-drawn ride to the player's execution is unforgettable for both good and bad reasons. Over time, players have argued that beneath this drawn-out exposition lies deeper significance, hinting that the gods were watching and intervening all along. And so in today's video, we're going to explore how Skyrim's intro is deeper than you think. During the opening sequence, Lokir, a fellow prisoner and horse thief, utters a prayer to the Aedra, ending with the divine Akatosh.
Sure, Mara, Debella, Kinnereth, Akatosh, Divines, please help me.
Shortly after, the grim executions we witness in Helgen are interrupted by the dramatic arrival of Ulduin, the son of Akatosh. While the intertwining of Ulduin's prophesied return and the Dragonborn's destiny later become clear, Lokir's tragic plea and fate remain an overlooked aspect of this divine intervention. Lokir, desperate and fearful at the prospect of his own demise, cries for mercy.
Lokir of Rorikstead.
No, I'm not a rebel. You can't do this.
Halt!
You're not gonna kill me.
Archers! Anyone else feel like running?
Wait. You there. Step forward.
Ostensibly, Lokir's death feels like a tragic case of poor timing and bad luck. Unlike Lokir, the player is spared from the executioner's axe, which later we learn appears to be, indeed, thanks to divine intervention. But what if Lokir's prayers to Akatosh actually were heard? To explore this possibility, we must examine Lokir's choices alongside the presence of other key NPCs present in Helgen and their role in the unfolding events, as perhaps Lokir's decision to sprint away to his doom betrays his lack of trust in the very gods he invoked. Now, a key detail emerges as we enter Helgen. General Tullius converses with the hated Thalmor at the gates. The Thalmor, a faction of elven supremacists, seek to end the Empire and eradicate the worship of Talos. Their ultimate goal is to undo creation itself, believing that by doing so, they can escape the mortal coil and ascend to divinity. This brings us back to the Aedra, who exist in stark contrast to their dark counterpart, the Daedra. The Aedra relinquished much of their power to create Nirn, and while they aid mortals, their interventions are more indirect and elusive. To this point, Akatosh, the dragon god of time, has demonstrated immense power through worthy individuals, such as Martin Septim during the Oblivion Crisis. Martin's piety and dragon blood allowed him to become Akatosh's avatar, quelling the very crisis, a feat that Thalmor falsely claimed credit for in their bid to undermine the very idea of a mere man being one with a divine, the exact reason they forced the Nords to renounce their man-god, Talos. Speaking of Talos, players have noticed an ironic detail involving the Stormcloak who interrupts the priest's blessing before his execution to insist.
Divines upon
For the love of Talos, shut up and let's get this over.
Learn. As you wish.
This individual is executed first, suggesting his prideful interruption may have sealed his fate, but also somewhat curiously, Talos, although casually invoked, did not intervene. Conversely, when examining Lokir's prayer, we can then posit, did Akatosh actually intervene? While the dragon god of time may not have intervened in a way that spared Lokir, Lokir's prayer uncoincidentally seems to have played a part in the divine timing of Ulduin's arrival, ensuring the Dragonborn's survival and Skyrim's fate. One could posit Lokir's death serves as a cautionary tale, perhaps a stark reminder to trust the gods Lokir called upon, and it seems as they say, and Lokir proved, with his needless death that could have been avoided if he had, ironically, just waited for the god of time, that the faithless shall perish.
Anyone else feel like running?
Wait. You there. Step forward.